Hola clase, this is Señora Plusted. We're finishing capítulo 3A, ¿Qué hiciste ayer? What did you do yesterday? This is part 2, grammar and review, and we're in week 13. So before we get started, you know we have culture, so we're going to go over some culture right now. Cultura Hispana, Spain. Los barrios, neighborhoods. Hay barrios famosos en las ciudades grandes de España. So there are famous neighborhoods in large cities of Spain y América Latina and Latin America que tienen su propia identidad, that have their own identity. Por ejemplo, el barrio de Santa Cruz en Sevilla, España, the neighborhood of Santa Cruz in Sevilla, España, es el más antiguo de la ciudad, it is the oldest in the city, y originalmente fue un barrio judío, and originally was a Jewish neighborhood. En este barrio, in this neighborhood, las calles son muy estrechas. The streets are very narrow, y hay monumentos históricos como la catedral, and there are historic monuments like the cathedral. Las personas que viven ahí se sienten muy orgullosas de las tradiciones, la arquitectura y la historia que existen en su barrio. The people that live there feel very proud of the traditions, architecture, and history that exist in their neighborhood. Cultura España, so culture, Spain. Los sellos, la tradición y la comunidad. Stamps, tradition, and community. El tema de esta antigua serie de sellos de España son los trajes tradicionales de las comunidades españolas. So the theme of these ancient series of stamps from Spain are the traditional costumes of the Spanish communities. We have Coruña, Córdoba, Granada, Huelva, and Sevilla, and their traditional costumes from the area. Durante los festivales anuales de un pueblo o una ciudad, so during the annual festivals of a town or city, los bailadores llevan trajes tradicionales. The dancers wear traditional costumes. Los bailes or danzas y los trajes de cada comunidad son diferentes. The dances and the costumes of each community are different. Los mercados a aire libre, so open air markets, kind of like flea markets that we think of. En los países hispanohablantes, los mercados a aire libre son muy populares. So in Spanish-speaking countries, open air markets are very popular. Son lugares para comprar y vender toda clase de cosas, como comida, productos del campo, artesanías y ropa. So there are places to buy and sell things of all types, food, fields from the countryside, arts and crafts, and clothing. Los vendedores ponen sus tiendas en la calle, so they put their stores on the street, y la gente mira los productos, and people look at the products. Estos mercados son buenos lugares para ver a los amigos, comer algo o pasear. So these markets are good places to see friends, eat something, or to walk around. En Mexico, estos mercados se llaman tianguis. In Mexico, these markets are called tianguis. Una palabra que en náhuatl significa el lugar de mercado. So a word in the ancient language of Mexico, Nahuatl, which means place of market. El tianguis o el mercado a aire libre es una tradición antigua que viene de los aztecas. So tianguis or open air markets are an ancient tradition that come from the Aztecs. Pero no hay mercados solo en México. There's not markets just in Mexico. En Ecuador, el mercado de Otavalo es muy conocido por sus artesanías. The market of Otavalo is really well known for its arts and crafts. En La Paz, Bolivia, un mercado popular es el mercado de las brujas. En La Paz, Bolivia, a popular market is the market of the witches. En Madrid, España, los domingos se abre el mercado El Rastro. In Madrid, on Sundays, there's a market that opens called El Rastro. Cuando los compradores pasan por las calles, when the shoppers pass on the streets, los vendedores los invitan a comprar y les preguntan qué va a llevar. The sellers invite them to buy something and ask them, what are you going to wear? So this is an example of the mercado en Otavalo, Ecuador. All right, and this is what you'll be learning in the video, grammar and review. In this video, you'll learn about 3 grammar topics. Please watch the video until the end. Direct object pronouns, lo, la, los, las. Irregular preterite verbs, id and sed. and irregular preterite verbs hacer, tener, estar, and poder. So let's begin. Direct object pronouns, lo, la, los, and las. In this section in Spanish, you'll be able to talk and write about things you and others have or use and exchange information about what you bought. You must write this entire slide. Pause the video, write this slide, and we're going to go through it together. All right, a direct object tells who or what receives the action of the verb. Devolví el libro. I returned the book. What was returned? The book. The book is the direct object. It's receiving the action of the verb. To avoid repeating a direct object noun or thing, you replace it with a direct object pronoun. In English, we use him, her, it, them, right? So we have lo, it or him, la, it or her, los and las, them, or you all formal. Direct object pronouns have the same gender, male or female, and number, singular or plural, as the nouns they replace. They come right before the conjugated verb. So, ¿devolviste los libros a la biblioteca? Did you return the books to the library? No, no los devolví. No, I didn't return them. So, los libros are the books. Did you return them? No, I didn't return them. Notice, los libros just became los. So you can use whatever article is there to tell you what it shortens to. Male plural, male plural. ¿Ayudaste a tu mamá en casa? Did you help your mom at home? Sí, la ayudé. Yes, I helped her. So tu mamá, your mom, we replaced it with la, her. And notice it's a pink arrow because it's feminine and singular. That's what's being replaced. So you use la, it, or her. When an infinitive follows a verb, so an AR, ER, IR verb shows up after another verb, the direct object can be placed before the conjugated verb or attached to the AR, ER, IR infinitive. So, ¿sacaste el libro sobre Simón Bolívar? Did you take out the book about Simón Bolívar? Did you take out the book? We're going to replace the book with it. No, I couldn't take it out. No, no le pude sacar. Or you can say, no, no pude sacarlo. So you can put lo in front of pude, which is conjugated, or attach it to sacar, that's an infinitive, lo. So before, no, no lo pude, or no, no pude sacarlo. Either one is correct. Before conjugated verb, attached to an infinitive. All right, and I gave you the first 4 of like the 10 that you have to do for this activity. So let's go through them. So when Teresa returns in the afternoon, she has a conversation with her mom. Read it and write the appropriate pronoun. Lo, la, los, or las. So you need one of those 4. ¿Qué tal la película, Teresa? So how was the movie? Notice I underlined the movie in pink. Bien, mamá, me gustó mucho. It was good, mom. I liked it a lot. Tu blank viste anoche, no? You saw it last night, didn't you? One replaces película. It is la. Tu la viste anoche. Sí, pero no me gustó. Yes, but I didn't like it. Oye, ¿dónde están las cosas que compraste en la farmacia? Hey, where are the things you bought at the pharmacy? I don't see them. Las cosas, feminine and plural, you can just use las again. No las veo. I don't see them. El shampoo está sobre la mesa. The shampoo is on top of the table. You don't see it. No lo ves. Lo replaces el shampoo. It. You don't see it. Ah, sí, aquí está. Oh yeah, here it is. Y la pasta dental and the toothpaste. Notice la here. The toothpaste. Yes, I left it in the bathroom. All right. Creo que la dejé en el baño. So la replaces la pasta dental. All right. The toothpaste, yes, I think I left it in the bathroom. So it, he, she, them. So let's look at another example of it here. ¿Por qué tienes los palos de golf? Right?
¿Por qué tienes los palos de golf? Los tengo porque quiero jugar al golf esta tarde.
So why do you have golf clubs? I have them because I want to play golf this afternoon. I have them. Los replaces los palos de golf. In the next conversation.
Hace 2 años mis padres me compraron unos palos de golf.
¿Todavía los usas?
Sí, los uso porque juego al golf mucho.
It's been 2 years since my dad bought me some golf clubs. Notice, male plural. Todavía los usas. You still use them? Yes, los uso. I use them porque juego mucho a golf because I play a lot of golf. All right, we're on number 2, irregular preterite verbs, id and said. You're going to learn how to say someone went somewhere or was something. Talk and write about memorable moments in your life and be able to exchange information about people in the past. So pause this, write this entire slide down, the entire slide, and then we're going to go through it together. All right, grammar, irregular preterite verbs. Id, to say someone went somewhere, and said someone was or were something. So you already know the verb ir in the preterite, right? ¿A dónde fueron ustedes el verano pasado? El verano pasado. Where did you all go last summer? Fuimos a Puerto Rico. We went to Puerto Rico. So, fueron, where did you all go? Fuimos, we went. In the preterite, the forms of ser are the same as the forms of id. Only the context makes the meaning clear. So, el cantante John Cicada fue a vivir a Miami, Florida en 1970. The singer John Cicada went to live in Miami in 1970. Después fue estudiante en la Universidad de Miami. Later, he was a student at the University of Miami. Notice, was a student, went to live. Notice this, if it's followed by a location, it tells you it means went. If it's followed by anything else, it's usually saying what it was. So you can say here, yo fui, I went, tú fuiste, you went, usted fue, you formal went, él or ella fue, he or she went. And again, it can be also was or were. Nosotros or nosotras fuimos, we went or were. Vosotros or vosotras fuistes, y'all went. Ustedes fueron, you all went. Ellos, ellas fueron, they went. Notice that these irregular preterite forms do not have any accents. Make sure you write this down. All right, and again, I did the first 3 of the activity that you're going to do. I think there's 10 in this one. So, Simon's day and Simon and his friend's day. Read the description that Simon wrote in his blog about what he did yesterday with his friends. Again, write the correct form of the verb ir or said. Escribe la forma correcta del verbo ir or said. When it says write the correct form, it means conjugate. Change it to match the person. So, ayer blank un día bastante bueno para nosotros. Yesterday was a great day for us. Fue un día bastante. First, I went to the gas station to fill the gas tank. So, primero yo fui a la estación de servicio para llenar el tanque con gasolina. Luego, later, Fernando y yo fuimos a la tienda de equipo deportivo para mirar patines. Fernando and I, we went to the sports equipment store to look at skates. And again, you're going to continue going on with the rest of it like this. Number 3, irregular preterite verbs, hacer, tener, estar, and poder. Please make sure that you write down these next slide as well. You need these notes. So in this section, you'll be able to talk and write about why people were unable to do certain things and listen to and write about shopping trips. All right, so you need these 4 verbs. Pause the video, write these conjugations down. All right, we have someone did or made something, hacer. Hice, hiciste, hizo, hicimos, hicisteis, hicieron. We have estar, to be, but in the past, we're using this to say someone was or were somewhere or feeling some way. Estuve, estuviste, estuvo, estuvimos, estuvisteis, estuvieron. Tener, we're going to say someone had something or had to do something. Tuve, tuviste, tuvo, tuvimos, tuvisteis, tuvieron. And poder, to say, to be able to, that someone could or couldn't do something. Pude, pudiste, pudo, pudimos, pudisteis, pudieron. So practice. So we want to say, Fernando was in the library for 3 hours. Fernando estuvo en la biblioteca por 3 horas. El blank que escribir un informe muy largo. He had to write a very long report. Él tuvo que escribir un informe muy largo. Jorge y Ana could not come because they were at the bank. Jorge y Ana no pudieron, remember him plus her equals they, ellos no pudieron venir porque estuvieron en el banco, because they were at the bank. So you need to be able to conjugate these verbs to say what someone was or were, had, could or couldn't do. All right, and how it looks like in a conversation.
¿Por qué no compraron pan?
Porque no pudimos ir al supermercado.
So why didn't you buy bread? Because we couldn't go to the supermarket. Remember the completed past. So, preparation for the exam. I can listen and understand as people tell where they went and what they did there. So, you're going to hear excuses determine where the students went and why they were late.
1. Lo siento, señora. Fui al banco a las 4:30 para cobrar mi cheque. El banco se cierra a las 5 y tuve que ir enseguida.
2. Caramba, señora. Se me olvidó regresar. Fui a la tienda de equipo deportivo y compré una pelota.
3. Lo siento, señora. Fui a la farmacia para comprar un nuevo cepillo de dientes, pero la tienda no se abre hasta las 2 y tuve que esperar.
4. Hola, señora. Fui al correo para comprar sellos. Tuve que mandar una tarjeta a mi mamá.
And your activities. Again, you're going to complete activities 12 and 15 that we started. Core activity, tengo que hacerlo, and guided grammar activity, irregular preterite verbs usted, and the one for hacer, tener, estar, and poder. And these are the quizzes you're going to be taking on direct object pronouns and irregular preterite verbs. And your tests. Don't forget you have a test this week that's due by Friday. There is no writing test this week. All right. Gracias.